Hello, 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 everyone. I will apologize profusely for not being able to do this when I had planned on doing it. Um, I actually rescheduled it and planned on doing it, and then I slept through that reschedule. Um, so it's been a little bit of a bumpy road for the past few days, just with, life sometimes happens. So I appreciate each and every one of you allowing me to do this today. And the reason that I was adamant about doing it and not just kind of nixing it was because these energies are really going to take us to the next full moon. And so when I tuned into this Virgo full moon for us, what I got was that it was going to show us what needs to be cleared away. And it's going to lead us to what is arriving for our growth, expansion, and happiness. So I felt like this was a pretty big, important energy. And so what I did when I pulled the piles, and I have the piles ready to go, was I did ask for what we needed to let go of, because this is a full moon, and full moon is about releasing. So that's what the intention behind what I pulled for us just a few moments ago. So I'm gonna put these piles up so you can take a look at them, so that you can kind of tune in to see what you're being called to. It may very well be what you've already been called to. I know many of you have already kind of indicated your number on the different posts, and that's okay. That's great. If you are coming to this at YouTube, just know that I will do the timestamps in the description box so that you can go right to your pile 1, 2, or 3. For those of you watching live, good morning. We're together. Here I am. So Kara, Dorothy, Cynthia, and Natalia, Zanelle, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone who's watching this on the replay, however you're finding me, whether that's right here on Facebook on a replay or on the YouTube channel. So thank you all for being here with me today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick these up, all 3 piles. I'm going to hold them up for you. And you can just whatever one calls to you, whatever one your eye is drawn to. I mean, however that's going to look for you. All right. So there they are. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I was very careful on how I picked them up and put them down. So 1 is 1, 2 is 2, and 3 is 3. So what do we need to release? And what do we need to kind of help us move on? And that was the intention behind really drawing these piles for us, because full moons, again, are about releasing, letting go, burning away what no longer serves us, just really huge release. So good morning, Jacqueline. Welcome back. So what I'm going to do is I've got an overarching Queen of the Moon Oracle. And then I did use the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the main message. And then we're going to follow it up with some Angel Guide by Kyle Gray. And then to finally round out the message, I actually left the last card deck kind of to see where Spirit would take us. So I thought I was going to use one, but there may be a change up as I go through the piles. So I'm not sure what the final message for each pile will be yet, so that it will be revealed as we go. So I think I'm being pulled between the mystical wisdom, the angel answer. So we'll see. We'll see what pile needs what final message. Okay, so we're going to start with pile number 1. Pile number 1. Oh, big release. Big release. So this hunger card, and I don't think I ever really do this justice. So I'm actually going to pull the Stacey Demarco book from the Queen of the Moon Oracle for this card, because this, I love it. but every time I go to say it, I don't think I quite get it right. So the releasing for pile number 1. Hunger. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. So the mantra for this is, I recognize all that I hunger for. An old and wise Cherokee is speaking to his grandson about life. The young boy asks his grandfather, "It is said, grandfather, that everyone has 2 wolves within them. The first wolf gives darkness, despair, and hate, and jealousy, and sorrow. The second wolf gives light, and hope, and helpfulness, and kindness. Yet, grandfather, I feel them fighting within me. What can I do?" "My small son, these 2 wolves will always fight, and they will fight within each person. You are no different," said the grandfather. "But," said the boy, "grandfather, which wolf will win?" And the grandfather answers, "Whichever wolf you feed." You must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. If we give abundance to the aspects of the self that can harm others and ourselves, then we cannot truly thrive. Having no limitations upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer points of ourselves that will bring us more happiness. To ripple that happiness to others is part of why we are on the planet as humans. We must recognize that in life, just because it is a cycle, there will always be leaner, less abundant, or less bright times. Yet we have built our reliance and self-trust for times like this. And we know we are both loved and protected. The cycle will soon turn to less shadowy and more bounty. So, where does that resonate with you? What are you feeding? Which aspect of yourself? The lighter, brighter, or the darker, denser? Positive, negative? Hate, love, however you want to look at it. So there's definitely something in that for you, pile 1, to really think about and kind of ponder and look at maybe where you can make some adjustments as needed. Because it is time. It is time to get into loving. It is time to get into standing your ground and loving who you are and loving what is coming. So it feels like, pile number 1, you do have love beginning in this cycle, but you have to stand your ground and be in your power. So a love that comes out of the hopelessness and despair isn't going to triumph. Can you feed the light? Can you feed the positive aspect of yourself? The blessings? Because it is time for things to get moving. Pile number 1, things are going to start taking off in the next few weeks. And so you start moving in a very positive direction. But you have to stand your ground in your resilience, who you are, what you're bringing to the table, and really feel powerful in that. And know that what you're bringing to the table is needed and is valuable. But if you're not feeding it because you're feeding that lower, denser part of yourself, the anger, the resentment, the sorrow, the blame, the shame, then it's going to be really hard for you to enjoy what is coming into your experience. So really look at this next couple of weeks. Where can you start loving yourself and draw the love to you that you want? Because if you're feeding blame and shame and anger and resentment, then you're just going to get more of that in whatever relationship comes towards you. And I really doubt you want that. So pile number 1, the angels are coming in to say that they are here to protect you. They are here to love you. They are here to be here with you. But you have to invoke them. We're here to have free will choice. And so if you're not invoking them, if you're not asking them to come into your experience, then they're there, but they're not able to help you. And so just know that they're steering you in the right direction. They're nudging you along the path that is for you. But if you're putting your block up, if you're saying no thank you, then you're not reaping the benefits of their higher wisdom. You're not reaping the benefits of their higher vibrational frequency, their all-knowingness, their connectedness to you and your higher self. So just know you have help right here. You just have to reach out your hand and ask. I'm here. I need your help. Yeah, because it is through your power and your intention that everything is going to come in a very divinely guided way. Wow. These cards just literally mirrored these cards. Power. Oh, power and intention. Power and intention. I love it. So pile number 1, you have everything you need within you. You have everything you need to have what it is you want, but you have to invoke it. You have to stand in your power. You have to be powerful. There's no more staying in the blame or shame. It's time to feed the joy and the love and the respect and the worthiness and the empowered aspect of yourself. All right. Let's see what the final message is for pile number 1. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Krista. Oh, all right. You got 2. Okay. So pile number 1, 2 final messages. One is cheer up, live in the moment. So yes, this is about staying in the now moment, pile number 1. So if you're feeling like right now you maybe feel like you are feeding that aspect of yourself that's staying in those lower vibrations of fear and pessimism and I don't receive and it's never me and blaming and entitlement, okay? It's time to stay in the now moment and let all of that go and really look to the light, invoke your help. Get in connection with your higher self. Praying is the asking, meditating is the receiving. So get quiet. If you're having a hard time getting in the now moment, pile number 1, if you're really having a hard time feeding that higher aspect of yourself, and call in Archangel Raphael because he is coming in to say, I'm here to help. He is the provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So if you're really feeling like you're having a hard time getting into positive, into really embodying those higher aspects of yourself, feeding the positive, then call in Archangel Raphael to help you in getting into the forgiveness of letting go of what no longer serves you. That was pile number 1. Whew. I felt that. When you're living in fear, when all you can feel is the lack, it's never me. It's always somebody else. I'm not good enough. That is definitely a wound that needs to be healed. And so I would absolutely call in Archangel Raphael to help you with that, to help take that trauma and that pain out of your heart, especially when it's too heavy to bear, when it's too hard to do that alone. Maybe it's something you've been carrying for a long time and you don't know how to not carry it anymore. Invoke Archangel Raphael to come in and help you do that. He will. He will. Again, your guardian angel is here to protect you and to help you. Archangel Raphael is here to guard you and protect you and heal you. You just have to ask. And if you're someone who's not used to praying, it's simply, in your own words, asking for what you need. And if you don't know what that is, you simply say, I'm asking for help. I don't know what I need, but I need help. They'll come in and help you. You can say it in your mind. You can say it out loud. You can write it in your journal. They will hear you no matter how you ask. The how is not the important part. The important part is that you ask. All right, pile number 1. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Whew. Okay, that was number one. And that was pretty powerful. Pile number two, for those of you drawn to number two. So again, I asked when I was pulling, what was it that we needed to release? Okay. And so what I got for pile number two, hi Missy, hi Amy, is attraction. Attraction. So it's time to get into resonance with what is for you. Get into where you feel the most compatible with the energy, where you feel a like begets like energy. That is what we need to get into, pile number two, into the attraction. So what I'm feeling you need to release is the striving and driving, right? Willing something to come into place, making it happen no matter what. Not going to happen. And if you look back, it hasn't happened. And if it did happen, it happened very short period of time. And then it came crashing down. So now it's about getting into attracting, getting into the law of correspondence, allowing things to flow to you, resonating at a vibrational frequency that feels good, getting up into contentment and boredom and positive expectation. If you don't feel like you can get to gratitude or joy, it's time. It's time to allow things to flow to you. Yeah, Thomas, it's time. It's time to stop trying and get into allowing. Yeah. So that the material and spiritual prosperity can get into balance and flow to you. So whatever you're looking for, whether it's new mentor, new people, new situation, new financial abundance, new material, anything in the material, anything from soup to nuts, if you're looking for that new job, if you're looking for that new home, if you're looking for that whatever, it can flow to you. But when you're striving and driving, you're actually blocking things to get to you. When you're trying to force an issue, force a situation, force people to be what you want them to be, not going to happen. So if you've been feeling like it hasn't been coming to you, you've got to start feeling better. You have to feel the love. You have to feel the contentment. You have to feel the boredom. You have to feel the positive expectation. Positive affirmations help, but it's the feeling that activates the law of attraction. As above, so below, as within, so without. It's time to get into the receiving mode. Allow it in. Allow it to flow to you. By getting into harmony, with yourself. And those of you in numerology, you got 2 6s and you got 2 4s. So there's an extra message for you. Go ahead and look those up. Yeah, it's time to get into harmony with yourself. That's the balance. That's the balance. When you are in harmony with yourself, when you're in harmony with allowing things to flow into your experience, by being creative, being nurturing, being loving, and then being organized and being skilled, and let those 2 very different energies within you come together and balance you out. That is going to allow you the spiritual strength to then flow things into your experience. So pile number 2, it's not about the striving and driving. It's not about the pushing. It's about the surrendering. It's about stepping back and getting quiet and allowing the universe to bring it to you. Let your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, your higher self, give you the way forward. Point you in the right direction. Bring you the signs and symbols. Help you feel like they're working on your behalf. Help you feel that things are moving in a positive direction, that things are flowing to you. Getting quiet. That's how you know. That's how you can feel it. If you're pushing against something right now, pile number 2, I would say just stop pushing. Stop. That alone may be enough to get the energies moving in the right direction. Build the momentum to get things to flow to you. If you're pushing against something that just isn't working, stop pushing. And say, I'm going to give this over to God. If this is for me, it will fall into place. If this is for me, it will come to me. And if it's not, then I just got to take the lump and understand that what is coming for me is better. The thing is, guys, when we're surrendering, we can't see the full picture. We can't see what is coming. And so when we want something we want the way we want it, 9 times out of 10, that's not how we're going to get it. Because Spirit is going to bring the highest and best version to you. And very often we play smaller. Or we can't see that there's more. So, yeah, it's time to get into compassion. Compassion for yourself and everything you've been through. Love yourself, love your neighbors, love all the situations. Not easy, not easy. You know, especially if you feel like someone's done you really dirty. How do you have compassion for that person? But it's important. It's important to understand that they did the best that they could in that time, even if it was really lousy. Really lousy. It was their best. And have compassion for yourself for any choices and decisions that you've made where you think, you got that wrong. You knew better, but you did it anyway. Sometimes we just have to love ourselves through the foibles. Because we are transforming. And only through having compassion for yourself, only through loving yourself through all the missteps, does the transformation take place. And the reason that things didn't work out was because they weren't part of the transformation. They weren't taking you to the higher place. So there it is. Getting into resonance for what is for you. Knowing that it is transforming you into the next version, the next cycle. And you have the spiritual strength. You're being given the spiritual strength to hang in there. All right, we're going to round this message out with some angel answer cards, because that's what I'm feeling you guys are wanting here. You're like, that sounds good, but I have a question. I can feel the questions. Whew, there it is again, balance. There it is again, balance, compromise. You won't give everything, you won't get everything in this situation that you're asking about. You're going to get a little bit, you're going to give a little bit. You're going to have balance. Yep. And how are you going to do that? You're going to listen to your intuition. You're going to let your higher self give you the signs, the symbols, the nudges, the gut instinct on which way to go. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. It's telling you. And you can ask, is this my sign or is this my answer? Honestly, yes, no questions, I think, are the easiest ones for spirit to bring to us, because it's a feel. They can give you a feeling, a yes feeling or a no feeling, or you can hear in your mind yes or no, depending on how you receive your information. But if you don't feel like you're there yet, pull a card. If it's positive, then it's a yes. If it's a negative, then it's a no. And it will validate what you already think, because you already know the answer, is what I'm hearing. So pile number 2. It's, sometimes when we're listening to our intuition, and the reason we keep asking is because we're not getting the answer we want. And in this case, I don't feel like you're going to. You're going to have to give a little to get a little. But it's going to bring you balance. And that's what you need, pile number 2. I feel like this next few weeks, that's what it's about for you. It's about coming into balance. And so, yeah, it means that something isn't going to be as much as you want, or you're going to have to let go of something more than you want to. But that's how you're going to get the balance that's going to allow you to flow all the blessings and abundance to you. But if you're not willing to compromise something, you're going to keep blocking everything. Something to think about there for you for the next few weeks, pile number 2. Thank you. Thank you. Thomas, in my evidentiary medium course, that was our homework a week or 2 ago, last week, I believe, or the week before last, or the week before this past week, because there's only 5 and they go fast. So that's what I asked them to do, was to get into meditation and ask questions. And if they were really struggling with hearing, feeling, knowing the answer, then to ask yes, no questions. And it went very well. So absolutely. You're very welcome. So yes, folks, if this isn't something you've ever tried in meditation, I would try that. Asking a question before you go into meditation, and then trying to feel, see, hear, or know the answer. And if you're not sure, then start with yes, no questions. It is the easiest way. So. All right, number 3, pile number 3. Just want to write down the time. All right, pile number 3. So again, I asked the question, what is it that you would need to kind of release or let go in this full moon, the Virgo full moon? And I got for you, you're welcome, Anne, the masculine. So it feels like what you're being asked to release here is kind of that very stuck in the mud attitude is what I'm feeling. So it is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader of your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more. Enroll in a course or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. So the mantra for this card would be, may the positive attributes of the masculine align with me. While lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are the solar. They are conspicuous when they appear. The Australian Aboriginal deity of the Wanara tribal area, BAME, encourages us to observe the laws of the land and to appreciate the beauty around us. BAME is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not need to be spoken about, just witnessed with the eyes of our head and our heart. The Norse god Mani, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian Sin shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. There are many more. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding and protection of the weak, are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender or orientation. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. So I'm feeling like what you're needing to release is any of the attributes that you're stepping too far into. So if you're being too strong, too powerful with your will, too not protecting the weak, being too critical, being too judgmental, being not compassionate enough. Okay, that's what this is making me feel. So it's making me feel like if you're really standing in your power in a way that is hurting someone else, some group, some person, it's important for you to step back and really look at what is your motivation for acting or being that way? What is the fear that is driving you? Because 9 times out of 10, when we're coming at something with too much energy or too much, it's because we're fearful of not being safe. That's usually our survival instinct. So I feel pile number 3 to really look at where are you not grounded? Where in your root chakra are you feeling unbalanced? Let's dig into this. Let's dig into this. Yeah. Okay. So where have you been hurt? Where have you felt like you've been attacked? Or where do you think you have lost in a situation where you were not supported, you were not validated, you were not seen, you were not heard? So I feel like there's an aspect of yourself, pile number 3, that is being too protective, too overbearing, because you are protecting yourself from where you have been before. And you really need to look at that this cycle. All right, really stepping into getting back into more self-love and compassion for yourself, protection of yourself, and not so much attacking other people, all right? But really stepping that back. And that is what is going to allow you to overcome your obstacles and challenges, because believe it or not, it's this energy that you're in that's creating the obstacles and challenges. This over masculine energy that you're participating in is actually putting up the obstacles and challenges that are in your way. Because of the hurt, the trauma, the pain that you carry. It's like every time you get triggered, you attack. No questions. No concern about why that feeling came up, why you felt you needed to attack. You just did. And this cycle, this moon cycle, this full moon cycle, it's asking you to really step that back and say, okay, where can I get into more balance with my masculine energy? Where can I be strong without being overbearing? Where can I be protective without being encroaching, diminishing other people's power, controlling other people's movements or attitudes? That's why I'm in this energy of fear and feeling like I can't get out of my, like nothing's going right for me. I'm not receiving what I want and being angry about it. So pile number 3, a lot to really think about this moon cycle and really change your relationship with your masculine energy so that you can overcome, you can get into surrender and allow the universe to bring to you that which you really want to build. You really want to germinate. You want to grow because you really, really, really want the blessing, the fruit of your labor. But you can't get it because right now all you're getting is this: heartache and loss and obstacles and challenges. The only way to get to this is to surrender and to forgive. But if all you're doing is attacking and controlling, you can't get there. You can't get to what you want. You can't receive the bounty. You've got to step it back. You've got to get more in balance with your masculine energy. You've got to get grounded, which is why I think I got that, the root chakra. Like, you've got to get in balance with your root chakra, your finances, your family, your safety, your stability. All those very fight or flight fears are out of balance. And it's creating you to get in your own way. Energetically block any goodness coming to you. Why you feel like you don't get the promotion, why you feel like you don't ever have enough money, why you don't feel like people are there to support you, or just out to get you. It's not the case. But that's how you're perceiving it, because your masculine energy is off the charts, out of balance. So pile number 3, really, really, really important to step it back and look at, why am I so terrified that I'm not safe? That my survival is in jeopardy? And that's very good self-awareness, when you can realize that you're coming across as attacking, even though you don't mean it. But there's something in you that gets triggered, and you just respond from that unconscious place, and it makes people feel like you're attacking them. Because you've got that deep-seated trauma that's holding you back. So pile number 3, it's really time to look at where you can start to heal that imbalance around your masculine energy, the divine masculine. Because it is time. It is time for you to start to get into receiving mode. It is time for you to start to feel lighter through raising your vibrational frequency out of the fear and into the gratitude. Even raising your vibrational frequency up to contentment and boredom is way far away from fear. Even if you can't get all the way up to joy and love, but you can get halfway, huge, huge. You're opening yourself up to get those obstacles and challenges cleared. So every time you try to make a move, something doesn't come and stop you. When you apply for that job and get the interview for that job, and then you receive the job. Or you meet the person and you have the coffee and you recognize you have things in common. But for many of you, you're not getting to the third step. You're not getting to the in common or the job. You're only getting to the first or second step, because that fear is butting up against something that's keeping you from going to where you really want to be. And that's why raising your vibrational frequency is going to be so important. So that you can just start receiving, because it's time. Because it's time. Yes, you can receive. Yes, you can have. Yes, you can achieve. But you've got to do the work. Whether it's energy work, self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, gratitude for what you do have, and letting go of the control and the fear and giving that to God. Surrendering the how and the when your life is going to change, and just know that it is. And keep doing what you can do in each day to stay in high vibrational frequency. I feel like this card for you is saying, let go and let God. Let go and let God. All right, I am actually going to get you for a final message of card number 3. a Kyle Gray gateway of light activation. Yeah, Gaia gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Yeah, getting into connection with Mother Gaia is going to help you ground that masculine energy so that you can start transforming those needs to control or to fight. So you can feel the connection of Mother Gaia and feel the safety and security that you is always with you. Is always with you. And feeling that connection is going to help you to know that you have the wisdom that you need to make the decisions that are right for you. You have the experiences you need to go forward empowered. But you've got to let go of the fear to do that. And walking through the fear can be very, very hard because fear isn't something we can just throw away. We have to transmute it. It's an energy. An energy cannot be destroyed, so we have to change it. So that is what this month for you is going to be about, from this full moon to the next full moon. Things coming up to help you start transmuting some of this fear. Whew. So I hope that resonated. Thank you all for being here with me today, getting this full moon reading in. I am so sorry it has taken so long, but I do feel it was worth it, and I knew that I had to come and do it. And always, fear and trauma are always going to stop you in your tracks, honey. So you have to start learning how to transmute that fear energy. And it is something that is very, very hard to do alone. So I would absolutely invite you to look at integrative energy therapy on my website, read through that and see if that resonates with you, or to find another energy practitioner that does resonate with you, because it is important to start your journey of transmuting and transforming so that you're not stuck in this frequency that no longer serves you. Because once you recognize that you need to make a shift, you're ready to make the shift, even if it still feels a little scary. But once you recognize you're ready to move forward, you're ready. So it's just about finding the right tool. For some people, it's just finding the right book. For some people, it's finding the right energy worker. For some people, it's finding the right friend, just whatever works for you. And just know that, for each and every one of you, I do have services on my website, but really, whatever resonates with you, I fully support. Oh, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Jacqueline. All right, guys. I am sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.